The following program is intended for mature audiences.
For Knowledge. Knowledge, you say you've been knowing Baba
I'm sorry,
G
Paula, can you speak up just a little bit more?
Okay, you say you've been knowing Baba G for a while now. So if you've known him, you've seen the pattern and the figures of what type of women he like. Okay.
But I was this size when I met him.
Now hold on.
I was this size.
Now hold on. Exactly.
And what he told me was,
I'm here. Baba G is here. I'm here.
Okay.
And I could talk for myself.
Okay, cool.
Now, when I met you, was you not that size?
I was this size when I met him.
All right, so how are you going to say that you're not my type? When I asked you to come with me, you was the first woman I asked to come on my journey with. So how you not my type when I asked you to come on my journey from the beginning? How do I even know you? You explain to these people what we did when we met. Now how can you sit here and say you're not my type? How does that make sense?
I said that.
Well, that answers my question. I'm going to drop down.
Did I ask you to come with me? Did I beg you to come with me? You was in love with another nigga. And I sat there every day trying to get you to stop dating that nigga and come be with me. Did I not?
Yeah.
I tried to teach you all the knowledge that I knew to get you out of that man. For how long? For months. Did I tell the people the truth?
She finna cry in the chair. Watch. Told you.
That's a fact. It's true.
If you wasn't my type, then how come I know you? Where did I meet you at?
Where?
Where did I meet you? First, where I first met you. Where did I meet you?
I messaged you on Facebook.
We met on Facebook. You came to my house. We were together. I spent the weekend with you. I took you shopping. Just like I do with my wives. I took you dancing. I took you out. And I tried to make you my wife. But you were in love with another man.
Yeah.
And for months, I called you on a daily basis, trying to get you to leave him for me. And throughout the 6 years we've known each other on this journey, I have always tried to reach out and tell you to join me. We've made love. For years, I had to deal with the fact that you chose another man over me. And I'm not saying I'm trying to get you back for that or nothing. I'm just saying that we could have molded and grew together, but we grew apart. And now it's your turn to grow into me and what I'm doing, and not just come here for some kind of relationship that you're ready for, that I was ready for 5 years ago, 6 years ago. We've grown apart mentally. And you need to understand who I am mentally, not just physically.
Everything you are is negative. That's why you attract only negative shit to you. At this point in my life, y'all, from the characteristics that I've seen in Carbonation since I've been there, it's all about sex. It's not about knowledge. It's not about proclaiming the kingdom. It's not about doing all of this extra shit to teach humanity. It's about fucking. It's about who gonna fuck who next and who gonna deem the attention, the validation from Natureboy. This is what it's all about. It's not about reforming society. It's not about protecting humanity. It's not about evolving consciously. It's not about going into nature and building a bit. It's not about none of that. It's about which woman I could recruit next, how I'ma fuck her, and is he gonna feel good? And if it doesn't, I'ma send her to another nigga. And maybe if I want her in the future, I'll just take her from him. Hopefully she's not pregnant, but if she is, I really don't care. I'm still gonna fuck her, and she might not know who the baby daddy is. So on top of that, you know, it'll just be all kind of fuck shit. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna fuck her. Either way it go. This is what it's about. This is all that it is about. And every time I went back, if y'all haven't noticed, I was trying to stop him from doing this shit. That's why he said to me, you tearing me down. You ain't building with me, you tearing me down. He felt like I was tearing him down because I wouldn't allow him to do the demonic shit that he wanted to do. That your kingdom, Natureboy's kingdom, is not the kingdom of heaven. It's not the kingdom of God. If it was, he wouldn't be displaying none of the characteristics that he's displaying when it comes to physically abusing anyone to the degree that he's doing, mentally abusing anyone to the degree that he's doing, spiritually abusing people to the degree that he's doing. That would never be the case. It's the kingdom of hell. Facts. Literally. These people are dying alive. Dying alive because of this nigga. Dying alive. Babies dying alive because of this nigga. Because of the shit that he does. And it's so fucked up because you're using spirituality to confuse these people's minds. Let me tell you something about a person. I learned this. This is my own spirit. This is my personal spiritual experience. Because I didn't have enough knowledge about who God was, who Jesus was, the stories in the Bible, even reading the Bible, even just having certain details about historic facts that we're studying, that I'm studying right now. Because I didn't have this information, Natureboy I was easily manipulated by Natureboy because I didn't have certain information. You know, he was the first thing that I knew. And he was the only thing I knew for 3 years. All of these other people who are in combination, they're trying to find knowledge. They're trying to find knowledge. And so because Natureboy makes them feel like he's smarter than anybody they've ever come across because they can't comprehend what a motherfucker is saying and what people are teaching. They can't keep up because of their own traumas that keeps them blinded and binded to negativity. They believe Natureboy and they believe in all of his shenanigans. Because Natureboy instills fear tactics as well with the knowledge that makes those people feel incompetent. It'll make them feel like something really bad will happen to them, because you know what they say? You know what Natureboy says to those people? Oh, you'll go to hell. You'll go to hell if you don't come live with me. You'll go to hell if you don't suck my dick. You'll go to hell if you don't let me take your woman. You'll go to hell if you don't let me sabotage your relationship that everybody have in Carbonation. You'll go to hell if you don't protect me and protect my demonic characteristics. You'll go to hell. This is what he says to those people. And his people, as gullible and uneducated as they are, they sit there and they believe him. And at one point in time, and the reason why I know it so well is because at one point in time, because I didn't have so much knowledge, I was like, yeah, I will go to hell. Like, this makes sense. It makes sense. But as I'm starting to do the deeds that he want me to do, I'm realizing that it's not congruent with my natural spirit. It's not congruent with how I naturally operate, how I naturally feel. So I'm in constant conflict. You know what he would like to tell me? It's your Saturn square midheaven. I have an aspect in my chart where it says that I can tug of war between fulfilling my purpose and not. I feel like when I went to go be with Natureboy, I felt like I went to go live that purpose that I felt like I wasn't living when I was back at home in college. When I went there, I noticed that I wasn't fulfilling my purpose there either. Me being a character in Natureboy's mind and being a robot in his actual reality is not my purpose. It's not my purpose to give you threesomes every day. It's not my purpose to sit there amongst a whole bunch of women that you turning against each other and want us to fuck each other and want us to fuck you and all of this shit. That's not my purpose. My purpose is not to run a brothel. My purpose is not to downgrade another woman and make her feel like she ain't shit just to build her and mold her into the person who you want me to mold her into. That's not my purpose. My purpose is actually to bring light to the fuck shit that you doing. That's my purpose. My purpose is to speak up for everybody out there who's going through the same demonic shit that you put everybody in Carbonation through and give them a sense of inspiration. Because motherfuckers is really out here hurting because of niggas like you, Natureboy. There's women who literally have children by niggas like you and are considered single mothers. But you know what you do, Natureboy? You get online and you bash the black woman and says, oh, you're a single mother because you don't know how to keep a man. You don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do that. Well, have you ever sat down? You like to bash a woman so much, but have you ever sat down and talked about the fucking characteristics of a man and what men do? What you're doing? Do you sit down and talk about the characteristics that you do to create single mothers? Single black mothers that you like to downgrade so much and says, oh, you ain't shit because you ain't supporting me. Why don't that black woman support you? Have you talked about why she doesn't support you? No. The only thing you say is that we ain't shit. When in actuality, you need us. You need us. Men need women. Period. And have you also ever sat there and calculated your own, the shit that you do? You sit there and you talk negative about everybody. Everybody, including the people that's closest to you, including the people that's in Carbonation. You sit there and you talk about them like a dog.